rhyme book and read the composition. I can truly give about the competition. I'm in another atmosphere, I'm on another mission. Yeah, you know that boy Logic put pen to page like a petition. You always switching up your whole position. I can see it in your face like an esthetician. Food for thought, it's the highest caliber nutrition. Everything come out my mouth, that's my own cognition. I got out the hood, then got money in addition. I remember when that boy ain't had no pot to. They wouldn't let me in, so I never asked permission. Tours like a war, I'm getting minimum 5 mil permission. Hit the ignition and beat the emission. Like a clinician more than a musician. My flow rare like a first edition. Report for dismission. Everything I ever thought of, it came to fruition. King of the transition. We never switch and peep the acquisition, no omission. Your lyrics dry it in the prepare for collision. Then the satellite that's on an orbiting mission.
I remember we didn't have any permission. Never forget it, we on a mission. I remember that they didn't even want to listen. Now we cooking, we ain't even in the kitchen. I remember we didn't have any permission. Never forget it, we on a mission. I remember that they didn't even want to listen. Now we cooking, we ain't even in the kitchen.
Take a drive from downtown along Broad Street. You run into Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles here in South Philadelphia. It's Jake Elliott, ready to get this one kicked off. And we're underway here in South Philly. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. First carry for one of the league's best workhorses, Derrick Henry. And he finds some daylight up past the 35-yard line, a pickup of 7. Second down and 3.
Come on, hit!
He'll go again here with Henry. And nothing doing on that run. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more. We have an early 3rd down coming up.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Try and throw with Milton. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And this will not turn out to be a good return. Forced backwards, and they get him out of bounds. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He connects with Gray on that one. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll throw out of the gun. That's complete to the rookie's second-round pick. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Rookie to rookie right there, Mike. And I'll tell you what, they've got some really good young pieces on this roster.
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2.
Here we go.
First carry for Saquon Barkley. Still keeping the legs moving, somehow managing to turn that into a gain. 3rd and a yard. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And that'll move the sticks. That's a first down to the 45-yard line.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold them to 2 and bring up 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rush coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Here comes the Eagles punt team. Back deep is Marcus Jones. And that one not placed as well as he had hoped. It's all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive.
Here we go. Start. Ready.
They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And he'll get this past the 25, out to the 27. A pickup of 7. Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
Buffalo 18. 19 tight. 19 tight.
From the gun, here's Milton. That'll be taken in. It's Trey Benson. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
This is a great example, Mike, of just how effective it is when you're efficient on early downs throwing the ball. I mean, when you can pick up first downs without getting the third down, as the game unfolds, things just get easier and easier. Take what the defense is giving you. Don't force the ball downfield. When you can stay ahead of the chains without having to get to third and have it plays, that's when an offense is really firing.
Second and 7. Working out of the gun is Milton. He gets this complete to Michael Wilson. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll go play action here with Milton. Open man is Marvin Harrison Jr. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Now think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
So, not much to speak of in terms of scoring in that first quarter of play. What will the second quarter have in store? And we're back in Philly in a moment. So, here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. On the give, here's Henry. Nice gain on 1st down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand? From the shotgun, a throw from Milton. They go right back to Harrison. He's got him again.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between...
That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Arizona. His 6th touchdown now for the season.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
Not much happening there, just a short game. Here's 2nd and 9.
Set. Buffalo 18.
Now they'll set up to throw. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
You can't run plays like this, Mike, if you don't have incredible pass protection. I mean, he started on the left side of the formation, and look how far he had to go across the field before that ball was caught. That's going to take time. That's going to take a lot of trust in that quarterback, in his protectors, to know he can stand tall in that pocket and wait for his receiver to break open.
That's another first down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18. Once again, it's Barkley. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
Feels like they needed that sack this entire drive. It feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield. First and 10. Here's Milton. Catch made right side by Wilson. Still going. Wow, out of bounds. Inside the 10. It's 1st and goal. A big play to kick off this drive. 47 yards. Now a chance to pay off that big play. They have it 1st and goal.
Kick the Eagles. Kick the Eagles.
To the air. It's Milton. That's hauled in at the 2. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. Second and goal.
Come on, come on. Hit. Back row 80. Ready.
Throwing is Milton. That is caught to the goal line and in. Tip Ryman. Touchdown Cardinals. Point after try forthcoming. His kick is good. And the Cardinals extend their advantage to 14-3. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The coverage too strong that time. The ball batted away and incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Back to the air once more on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. He's got his tight end. That's Ferguson. 17 yards, the gain there. Good for an Eagles first down.
And this is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle four. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeout. You can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here, and they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this first half. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. They'll turn and hand this one off. He'll get this ahead for about 3. Deron Bland with the tackle. They face second down and 7.
At the 36-yard line.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
And this ball incomplete on third down.
Well, that's 2 straight plays now where this secondary has won their matchup, and right now the offense needs to find some plays that just call for easy completions. Get your wide receivers in space. Allow them to run after the catch. Because right now these downfield passes, the defense is all over. So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
That ball going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line.
Ready, set.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Throwing, Milton. He'll get that to his tight end. That's Jelani Woods. Arizona will take its first timeout. Clock will stop. And they stop it with 19 seconds to go in this opening half.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
That's caught over the middle. It's Wilson. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Looking to throw, it's Milton. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up, both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And some good running there. He'll fall forward for about 7. Back to throw. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time. Play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. And he will have the 1st down. He caught it short of the line to gain, but knows right where that marker is. And he's able to pick up that 1st down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
He'll look to throw. That's caught downfield by Smith. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
And these are the throws that when they evaluate young quarterbacks coming out of college, they want to see you be able to make. Everyone worries about how far you can throw the ball. And while that's certainly important, to be able to make the throws from sideline to sideline, especially in those intermediate.
Trying to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Reed Blankenship.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
19 targets, go!
On the handoff, it's Henry. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. On the play fake, it's Milton. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
I hope we all appreciate just how difficult it is to throw the ball that well while on the run. And the way they teach it, Mike, is kind of cool. They actually teach the quarterback to disconnect your upper body from your lower body. Just keep your feet moving, and however your arm times up, just let it rip. And he does it about as well as you can ask.
Here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
From the gun, here's Milton. That's to the left side, taken in by Harrison. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open. You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
He'll take a shot, looking for Wilson. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. First down and goal. Here's a run. Powering forward. He's in. Derrick Henry. Touchdown, Arizona. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Point after, coming up here. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes the return from a yard or two deep. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Panther Street. Check, Bobcat.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
Let's go.
From out of the gun, he'll throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, There was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. And that is incomplete.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the 3rd quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
On the return is Jones. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Start out with a run, and it's Benson. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10.
Come on. Hey. Ready.
From the shotgun, a throw from Milton. Pass complete there to Harrison. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Let's go.
To the air on 3rd down is Milton. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a 1st down to boot.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Marvin Harrison Jr. Touchdown, Cardinals. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
They'll line it up to kick the extra point. He's got it. And the Cardinals will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now a give on the ground, and that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, but that's it. Third down and 9. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He's going to let this one go deep. No touchdown, but they are close. Going to be 1st and goal. They've got it at the 3.
They really showed off their connection on that pitch and catch, Mike, and just really good ball placement and really good separation downfield. And when those two things align, it's just really challenging for a defender to stay with them and take that play away.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up second and goal. A little closer. Here's second and goal. They'll go with him again. Trying to push the pile forward. He didn't even get to the 1-yard line. They stop him short. No gain.
This offense is finding out the hard way, Mike. There is just not a lot of room to operate against this defense down near the goal line.
That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
That's pulled in, and they're able to tack on the 2-point conversion.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
Marcus Jones now to return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, here's Henry. And drawing some oohs and ahs from the crowd, sidestepping his way. Nifty gain of 9 there. Second and a yard.
Let's go now. Go.
They're going to go right back to Henry. And that'll be a gain of 2 and a 1st down.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
Bronco switch. Bronco switch.
On 1st down, they'll stay on the ground with Henry. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Second and 7.
Ready.
On the zone read, a give to Benson. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that 1st down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch, and bring up a fresh set of downs.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. The defense still has 3 timeouts. We'll see if they decide to use them here as the offense starts taking a knee. down to a knee one more time. And that should just about do it. So it's a win for the visitors, the Cardinals. They were forced to travel cross-country. They get the early start, 10 a.m. on their body clocks. They're happy now. They come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL.